Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thanks for joining me today on the farm, and I will say it's an exceptionally beautiful day today. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, Bella, Shelby are playing, running around, feeling good. The donkeys, I don't know if you can see them on the other side of the bus out there, the donkeys were running around earlier, running in circles. We had a storm roll through last night. It brought 2 inches of rain, and it's an answer to prayers. We were in dire need of rain, and basically everybody on the farm is happy because of it. So it's a good day. I woke up this morning, Cassie and the kids went off to school, and I went for my run. I got my run in, and now I have another project for, you could probably guess who, for Cassie. That's right, my wife. She always has projects that she comes up with, and today is no different. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So I was about to tell you about the project today, and I got interrupted by Mr. Jingles. Mr. Jingles likes to come up and ask for food, and anytime he asks, I give him his food. I don't care what time of day it is, he gets fed. And today's project is hanging something high up in the gymnasium at Cassie's school. So a friend of mine has this lift for his church, and his kids also go to our school, so he offered for me to use it anytime I might need it. And since I'm using it for the school, I said I think that'll help. It'll keep me from having to climb ladders all day long. Hopefully it'll help my knees out and not mess them up, which they're doing great right now. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dozen eggs that I've got to drop off. Oops, I'm glad I looked. That one has a little spot in it. But I have 5 dozen eggs for the food pantry. So I'm gonna go drop those off too. Shelby, I got you a treat. Come here, come here, come here. Oh, look at that. Oh, here comes Bella. Bella likes to eat the shells. Is that good or is that bad? I mean, I'm not gonna stop her, but she loves to eat the shells. She licks them and eats the shells. Anyway, now I gotta go find one more egg to replace that. I have several from yesterday. So that's what the plan is. I'm gonna bring you guys along maybe just a tiny bit and show you the lift and how it works. It's really gonna be, like I said, a lifesaver for me today, because what we're putting up for Cassie has to go about probably 30 feet from one side of the gym to the other. So it's going to be very helpful to have something to help me out. So I'll bring you along, show you what it's like, and then later in the video, Cassie and I will catch up with you guys. But again, I'm so thankful that we finally got some rain. 2 inches of rain in our rain gauge last night. Such a blessing. I'll catch up with you guys over at the school. So we don't normally video at the food pantry, but today there is an abundance of food. Yes. I'm not going to show everything, but look at all of that. And they have a good problem, right?
Yes, we have a good problem. We got too much food today. So if you've already been in once this month or haven't been in, come on in. We're going to give out extra food today. We have an abundance. We've been truly blessed today. So come on in and get extra food today.
So all of these bags right here are going to be ready for families the month of November. So make sure and come in. Again, if you're local, they've got plenty of food right now. And it's not just, your basic necessities. There are lots of good extras in here that's going to fill your pantry up. So if you're local, please come in. If you're hungry, come in and get some food. So you guys just saw a quick message from the director of the Ministerial Alliance Food Pantry. So all of our churches go kind of together to form a ministerial alliance. They operate the food pantry, and right now the food pantry has an abundance of food. They have so much food. I'm so proud to be a part of them in our community. So if you're in Locust Grove, you're hungry, like they said, come by, get some food. All right, Cassie's putting me to work again, like I said. And what are we doing, Cassie?
So we need to hang our senior banners at our school.
This is a senior banner, and this is a friend of ours, so it's okay to show her face and her name.
And we've never done this before, so we got these off Amazon. It is a picture hanging kit, but all you do is you mount this to the wall, you put these little things in there, and then you just slide them wherever you want them. And then there's a adjustable hook where you can make them as long as you want.
All right, so to do this, like I showed you guys the lift that I borrowed from a buddy of ours, a friend of ours, a local pastor that's very generous. I'm going to show them how that works real quick. So I'll show you guys this handy, nifty lift. It's you do have to push it in. It's a little bit heavy, but that's okay because we've got some strong students over here that helped us out. Don't look down if you don't like heights. Whoa. I really wanted to go all the way up and test it out.
Watch your head. You're going to do like that store. You're about to hit the sprinkler system.
All right. I'm not going to hit anything, Cassie. I stopped. But this is really high. So now I'm going to come down. You guys see how high? So I'm up here high, and you guys can see I have the first couple rails up. They're pretty cool. So all you do is put the rail up, and then right in there goes that little piece. Goes right here in this track, and makes it a lot cleaner than if you came through here and tried to put new holes in every time you had different banners to hang. Because this year there might be 7 seniors, next year there might be 10. You know, it's going to change every year. All right, I just finished up. Got everybody hung up. So these are the senior banners, and eventually, of course, they'll graduate. And one day Ranger's picture will be up there, one day Ransom's, one day Mazzie's. So hopefully they'll last for years to come. So I made it back to the farm finally. Had a good chat with my buddy that I borrowed the lift from, returned it, and now the dogs, they're licking my truck because I went in a new place. Now they got to figure out where I went. Bella, what are you doing, girl? So a little quick update on Bella before I head in, and Shelby. Bella is fully recovered, I'd say. She is back to her normal self from having her spade surgery, and so happy because she's such a good dog. And of course, Shelby loves to play with her now, so I'm glad she's back to normal. So I'm going to run in real quick and get the last part of supper going. I'll show you that real quick, and then let's head out and do the chores, and then we'll catch up with Cassie, of course, later. So tonight on the menu, I have this giant bag of baked potatoes from Sam's Club, and these are some of the biggest potatoes I've seen in a while. Let me get one out of here, I'll show you. So there's one of them right there, big potato. So we're gonna have baked potatoes and pulled pork. So that is a pulled pork that's been cooking slow and low all day long. And hopefully, let's see, hopefully I can break it up. Oh yeah, and go right in the middle and get some of it out. So I'm gonna get that kind of shredded up so it can finish cooking. Crock pot is for the win right now. So I'm gonna get these potatoes going, and we'll head outside and check on the animals. So along with the rain and the cool front, the animals have to be happy because it's a lot cooler, especially the sheep. Hey, Zena. I gotta pour out all the water out of the trough since we got all the good rain, girl. There you go. Rowdy the goat somehow has a understanding between the sheep that that's his place to eat and this is their place to eat. So I'm glad because they don't ever get in too big of a argument about it. Hang on, babies. So made it out here to the steers, both of which are doing awesome. Like I said, we have that rain, it cooled down. These guys were having to stand in the shade all day. And it's really not a great thing for them to put on weight whenever it's hot outside. So the cooler weather, the rain, should help these guys continue their growing. And right now they're looking great. So let's go check on the donkeys. Faye, Dolly, hello girls. I saw you running around playing this morning. You're having quite a time. Hang on, hang on. Faye's coming over here to see me. Hey girl, what do you think? Never trust a donkey. They're always up to something. Always up to something. I gotta clean their feeder out here real quick. It's got a little bit of water in it, which again is not a bad thing because we got rain, girls. Watch out. to get all this water out of your feeder. I need to get you guys a new one. Get you up off the ground, but guess what? Better than nothing. This is the time I'll take to slow down for a couple minutes and pet on, love on Faith a little bit. Hey girl. Here, wanna bite? So this morning I saw Faith and Dolly running around out in the pasture, running circles. I think they both had the zoomies. And Dolly is young enough that she still wants to play, kinda. So it was fun to watch them playing and having fun. And Faith is keeping a close eye on Shelby over there. Shelby, please don't eat the donkey poo. Hey, that's disgusting. Why do I not let the dogs lick me? Because they're disgusting. They eat things like donkey poo. Nobody needs to be eating that. That's what, like, Mother Nature's funny, but why anybody would eat donkey poo, I have no idea, Faith. Oh. Yeah, she's a good girl. You having fun out here in this big field full of, was all brown grass, but now it's starting to get a little bit of green to it? You doing okay? You doing all right, baby? Okay, well, we'll let you get back to eating. Go eat with your mom, eat with your friends. Mr. Jingles, we've already seen you in this video. I fed you earlier, and look who's leaving with me. I would watch out, Mr. Jingles. Little donkey girl here does not like anybody in her pasture that doesn't belong. Right, Faith? No, she would assume to see Mr. Jingles leave, so that's what happened. All right. Why don't you go eat? You scared, Shelby? You scared? You scared of a little bitty donkey? I think Faith has her bluff in on you. I think Faith has her bluff in on you. I think you do. But that's the donkey's nature. Their nature is to protect first. So Cassie just made it home and came out to check on all the animals with me. And she said it is time, right, Cass?
It is time.
Time.
Crazy chicken lady stepped in and laid down the wall.
Uh-oh. I've been waiting for them to get fully feathered, especially now that nights are colder, but I think they're fully feathered, so.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna help catch Ransom's. Let's not get any dirty shoes. Ransom's got his good shoes on. Do you want me to catch him?
I got my good shoes on too.
All right, these two guys are good shoes on, so let me get in there and catch him. I got my not so good shoes on, and I'll hand them to you guys, and you can run them, okay?
Okay.
Sound like a plan?
Yep.
Plan, Stan?
Uh-huh.
All right. Also, the dozer guy's supposed to be here in a little bit.
Oh.
Yay.
So
I want to go on the side by side and hear what he has to say.
get ready to shut that door.
Gary, you sure you can do this?
I'm not sure about anything.
Here, Mom.
Their combs are funny.
Oh, Mom, what if this one says, like, I want to keep him. He's so cute.
Okay, go. Over here.
You guys can't fly out. Door! Door! I got it. That could have been bad. All right, let me get her caught. Door.
Oh! Mom, she's right there.
Ransom, you just be the door.
Okay.
Just don't let the door shut. You know, we do own a net too, people. Here you go, Rain Man.
Oh, goodness. Sounds like a falcon.
Did Atwood sell us a falcon? Betrayed by Atwoods.
I mean, I thought I got all Easter eggers and I got a bunch of Leghorns.
Well, we were betrayed by Atwoods, but not with this one. So now they're getting outside and going to
They don't know what to think.
the mini grow out pen. So they've got room to roam. They have a top on top. They don't have to worry about that. So now we'll get them water and get them food. Cassie said she's gonna come out and do chores with me and check the chickens. She went in to check the potatoes though. So I thought I'd come over and go ahead and feed the cows while I'm out here. But Mary is, look how big she is. She's gonna have a baby probably in the next month or so. Let's take a look at her bag and see if there's any changes there. Yeah, she's starting to fill out a little bit of a bag. So probably in the next month, we're gonna have another baby on the ground. And that will be a Highland crossed with Mary, which is a Angus Hereford cross. So it'll be Angus Hereford Highland. That'll be a unique looking calf. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these girls fed. Oh, here comes the crew. Cassie, you want to tell them what you got there? Is that a warm up?
Yeah.
Oh, those are so good. I'll let Cassie tell you what they are in a second.
Ransom already spotted them.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I'm driving. I'm driving this rig.
All right, so let's see what Cassie's got. We'll tell you about them. One of my, well, used to be our pastor's wife at a church I used to go to. Makes these every year.
She calls them firecrackers, and I can eat a couple, and they're not too hot. Ransom can eat the whole bag.
They are spicy.
I can get about 2 or 3, and then I gotta take a break.
They have like pepper flakes and seasoning on them. They're our appetizer this evening. Before we eat our potatoes and pulled pork. How much time was left on the potatoes?
Got to look.
You want to drive back up by the house so I can run in? All right, one more for me and we'll put them up. Or let's just put them in here.
I figured you were wondering where it was, so I changed my shoes, all that, and then I forgot.
They're really good. Sister Saffel is who makes them. So if you know Sister Saffel, you can go get some for yourself. If you don't, good luck.
And she won't tell you how she makes them. I already asked one time.
Yeah, secret family recipe. All right, I came back outside and they're still snacking on the crackers. We're gonna have to put a lid on these because they're gonna ruin our appetite. Cassie?
Oh, I'm hungry.
Dang.
I still got room.
All right.
I got a good one.
That is a good one.
This weather is awesome.
What do you think about the side-by-side? You liking it?
Oh yeah.
How many times have you drove it?
Handful.
How many times have I drove it? Every day.
Dozens.
Every day. All right, if you just pull up right by your chickens, about the back even with the nest box, we'll take care of them. Right now it's hard to tell. Let's see, we've got 3 eggs today. So Cassie come back to check on her chickens. All right, let's go check the eggs. Ooh, 5 eggs. All right, feed girl, come here. We gotta put some eggs in the bucket. We don't want to feed all that. Poor Cassie doesn't even know how much to feed because she only does it once a month.
This is a treat. I know that.
All right, they have unlimited feed over there, but don't give them a ton. So how many eggs total? How many eggs, boys?
9. Actually, 12.
Ranger says 12.
My lucky number.
I sold a bunch of hens.
Okay, I'm gonna guess 12. Wait, who else? You already guessed 12? 13? I'll go 11 then. Cassie?
You can go 10 or 14 or lower or higher.
Okay, will you throw some out for William?
How many do we have right now?
Poor William gets
Ganged up on.
ran off by the other rooster, so you have to throw him a little bit out back here while the other ones are eating up front. Oh, there's 3 right there.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
No, there was already some in there.
Yeah, I know. That's what we're counting, all of them.
5.
There's 3,
No,
4,
we're not counting the ones
5,
from yesterday.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
No.
14, 15.
I was the closest.
We're not counting the ones from
I was
yesterday.
the closest.
There wasn't any there from yesterday. Those are from the down at the other coop.
I didn't know we were taking that into account.
Yeah, everything in the bucket.
Nope, Mom.
Okay, what'd you guess?
10, because that's what was back here.
She won.
What did you guess?
It doesn't matter because she won.
What did you guess?
13.
Ransom won.
He guessed 12.
Ransom won.
I thought the ones in the bucket was from yesterday, but I realized you just got them at the other coop.
Well, even if there wasn't any from yesterday, we're counting everything in the bucket today.
All right.
All right.
I guess 14.
Whoever won has to fold laundry when we get back.
All right, Ransom's folding laundry.
No!
All right, so we made it back inside. Here is my pulled pork baked potato. Ransom is a potato with no pork. And Ranger, at least he does have some pulled pork, but what happened, Ranger?
The lid on the pepper was open.
So the lid on the pepper, the lid that you just poured out was cracked open, and he got a lot of extra pepper, so he's cleaning it up right now. Hopefully it'll still eat. So we just finished up with the pond guy, or dozer guy.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I would just call him a pond guy.
Yeah, so we finally have a pond person or dozer person that will return the phone calls.
Step 1.
We have went through 3 or 4 different people over 3 years to come look at our pond, and they either A, will answer the phone call, say they're gonna show up, don't show up, won't answer the phone call. Actually, 2 or 3 of them have not showed up.
I can't stop laughing because Bella won't quit licking my socks.
Bella! Bella, come here. Come here. Sit down. Sit
So
down.
sorry,
Okay.
but it was so distracting.
So I'll try to, as long as I pet on Bella a little bit, and her breath kind of stinks.
Her breast stinks, so that's why I was trying to keep her back, and she wouldn't quit licking my socks.
So there's Bella right here, being right in our business. So hopefully everybody say a prayer for us. And
We've had someone come out and look, and then they never showed back up. So and I know this guy. He'll come back.
If not, we can call him and then we can public shame him because we also know his family. So he though is not only looking at our pond that we've had forever, that has never held water, that's needed work on it for a long time. He's going to look at that and possibly put some clay in the bottom. Bella, come here. But he is also going to be clearing some fence row for us. One of my neighbors is very interested in putting up a brand new fence between us, and I told him that I was
Good
gonna.
fences make good neighbors.
Yes, great fences make great neighbors, and I told him that I was gonna possibly be having some dozer work done, and I'd like to clear that fence row. So once we do have our brand new fence up, then we don't have to worry about tree limbs falling on it. Mm-hmm. So we're excited about that, and that went well. But Cassie, I told them earlier, there's been 2 disturbances in the last week or 2. One of the disturbances was an animal, and one of them was not. It was humans. And I'll do the animal one first. So let me show you a little bit of video right now of the first surprise we saw, basically right where I'm sitting at right now, a couple nights ago. Well, heard the dogs barking. Guess what? We have an uninvited guest. Well, hello, Mr. Armadillo. What are you doing? You look like you're a little bit beat up. Back, dog. Back. 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 Don't want you getting in no fight and getting bit. So we had an armadillo, and it was a nasty armadillo. Which
Armadillo? Armadillo. How do you say it? Tell us in the comments.
I say armadillo.
I say armadillo.
You say possum or opossum?
Possum.
If you look it up, I think it's opossum.
It is.
So,
It's okay. I say coyote. And a lot of people say coyote.
some people asked if that armadillo, what happened to it. I think I put a Facebook reel.
Yeah.
It made its way away. Bella, quit biting. She bit my ankle. She's an ankle biter. That hurt. But it did. It skedaddled all the way down the hill, and that's all I can say. I saw it leave, so I don't know where it went. But people were asking, What did you do with it? Did you relocate it? No, we live in the middle of 60 acres. When it leaves my porch, I don't really care where it goes, as long as it doesn't stay here.
We just don't want it digging holes in our yard.
Yeah. The next surprise we had at our house in the middle of the night was not an animal, but it was 2 humans. And this happened during the last weekend whenever we had the Super Bowl of auctions for Cassie.
Yep.
And you want to tell them what you've got going on with Brandon Eddie?
So you guys know that Brandon and Stephanie over at Eddie Family Farm and Life on the Eddie Family Farm, they're OSU fans. And we're OU fans. We're in Oklahoma. Oklahoma State University and Oklahoma University. Rivals and whatever. OU people want to get at OSU and OSU at OU. So it's just a friendly little thing. If OSU isn't playing OU, I still root for them. I'm an Oklahoma, not just a...
Which they don't play him anymore, so now we don't have to worry about it.
So, a couple of years ago, I believe Stephanie started it at the first Okie Homesteading Expo, or the second one. She brought me an OSU cup. She told me she got me a present, and it was an OSU cup. So ever since, when we see each other, we try to put stuff in each other's car. One time they put something in our shop. So I bought a whole deck of playing cards that was OSU or OU themed, and every chance I got, I put a deck of cards on their stuff, in their stuff, by their stuff.
Yeah.
So apparently, Brandon has roped in Kevin over at Grounds Family Farm to help get me. And our dogs, they're always on alert and they're always watching, alerted Gary that there was a problem.
Yes. So about 10:30 at night, one of the nights during the auction, I heard Shelby, woo, 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 woo. She has got the loudest bark of any dog. I heard Shelby getting after it. So I slowly got up because it wasn't the middle of the night yet. And there's been a possum down here by the chicken coop. So I grabbed a 20 gauge and I grabbed a spotlight. Mm-hmm. And I walked outside and I shined the light around a little bit. And I didn't really think too much of it. I thought I saw something down there by the chicken coop. So I walked a little further. And when I walked a little closer towards the chicken coop, I was still by the house though, I saw a vehicle slowly drive away from our driveway. Well, the next day they confessed at the auction.
Yeah.
They got scared though.
Yeah.
They confessed to Cassie.
Yeah, so I have that chicken tractor down there that has my Orpingtons in it, and Brandon was thinking it was much closer to that end by the road than it is our house, but Gary's been slowly moving it back up. So he said they were like 10, 15 yards from it, which he has video of it. So whenever that comes out, you need to, Eddie Family Farm, you need to watch that over there. But I guess they got like 10, 15 yards and they heard Bella coming and Shelby. They heard Shelby coming and they hightailed it out there. And then they said, before they got to the truck, they saw Gary, heard the door, and Gary had a flashlight looking around, and then they left.
Did they know I had a 20 gauge in my hand though?
They assumed. They were like, I hope Gary knows what his target is before he starts. And I'm like, well, yes. But also, please do not go and tell them hateful things. They would only do that to us, and it's friendly and it's funny. So it's not a big deal. We're not mad at it at all. I think it's super hilarious that Shelby caught them because they said they were being super quiet and she just came out of nowhere. So anyway, it's just something funny. Brendan said, I wouldn't do that to any other person, but I know that you and Gary like to have fun and you wouldn't be mad. So
there's our story about a couple intruders, or actually there was 3 intruders, 1 armadillo, and 2 poke fans. So
yep,
they all saw their way. I saw all of them skedaddle, to say the least.
I don't know if both of them were Cowboys fans. The other one was just along for the ride, but they are both law enforcement.
Well, they are both law enforcement. Law enforcement showed up unannounced and got caught orange-handed. But how did everything turn out? Did you like your banners that were hung?
The kids came in and they were like, oh my gosh, this looks so good. And several of them automatically turned around and said, thank you guys so much. I said, you need to thank, I told them who the parents were. They needed to thank that purchased them. I said, and then you need to thank, ow, Bella, that was my toe.
Bella's back.
You need to thank Gary because he came up and hung them. And so they were
kids with their actual faces saw him? The one
Yeah.
Hanging up? Okay.
Yeah, and that's what, and those kids were saying thank you for doing that. So it was the seniors, and then a couple of parents actually came in, so I showed them, and they were like, it looks so good in here, now it looks like a gym, and we're ready to play. So.
Yeah, I told the little kids when I was hanging it, the Ransom and his friends, I said, just wait, one day, it'll be before you know it, your face is going to be up there when you're a senior. So I think that's a really cool tradition if they can do that every year.
Yeah, it's the first time we've ever done it, and the kids are already loving it.
Yeah, so as far as prayer requests go, before we end the video, we do have a praise item.
Yes. So our friend, neighbor, and co-worker, Stacy, she's all the things. We have been praying for her since like February. She went back to the doctor, and her MRI results, she has brain cancer, tumors, I guess you would say. And her MRI results show that they have not shrank or grown in several months in scans, and so they have declared them inactive, and it's basically like they're dead. They said it's better than if they were shrinking, because if they were shrinking, that means they're alive and things are happening and they could go one way or the other, but they're not doing anything. So they have declared them inactive and dead. So they are going to start weaning her off her medicine and see how she does, and she has had so much faith through this whole process. She's an amazing lady, so we want to thank the Lord for that. She has kids at our school. She was teaching at our school up until this happened, and she's just had to take a break from that. And so her kids play basketball for us, and so she's so excited to know that she's going to get to go watch them play basketball and do all that.
Yeah, really, it's nothing short of a miracle that she's still with us today.
Yep.
And so we definitely praise to God for that. And He can do all things.
Yep.
So we are super thankful. We've had a really good day, though. And as always, though, we thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend with us. We hope you have a great day, and God bless.
We love you guys.